A word for our listeners. Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1920s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It is not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to the Nerds Domain presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Join us each week as our investigators follow a path of clues and attempt to save the world from an ancient evil. Starring John Quiett, Justin Kimmett, Shirley Nedzwicki, George Chimples, Jason Hall, and Scott Troiano, with Matt Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed cultists await you just beyond this music.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to Nerds Domain presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. I'm here with Johnny.
Hi. I forgot to get it in just in case it's later.
Jeremy.
Hello.
Scott. Phil.
Hello.
And you already said hi. You're set. I'm going to hand it over to Jesse. Go ahead.
All right. Where did we leave off at?
Saying hi?
It's been like, what, a week?
They were going to... Johnny and Jeremy were going to go talk...
The other travel agents.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
The Aokigahara.
Close enough.
So,
Ekigara.
Ekigahara.
You want to do the talking.
Down the block, 3 streets down, 2 stoplights over. It's a pretty large establishment. As you walk to the doors, they slide open on their own. You see a nice looking counter, and there's a male about 25 behind the counter. Looks up, stands up, bows, sits back down.
I will bow also and then walk up to the counter.
What can I do for you guys today?
We are from...
Oh, that makes sense.
Oni.
He flashed the badge.
Yeah, well, that's what I was getting ready to do. We're here. We'd like to possibly procure a guide to go into the forest. We are looking for a body of a African American male named Jim Brown that went missing a little while ago.
Yeah, all of our guides have quit, unfortunately. Said something about... You've heard about the zombies. You're here for the zombies, right? You're going to clear out the zombies.
We're going to prove that they aren't actually zombies, yes.
That's right, I forgot that's what you guys do. You don't believe anything. Yes, you're going to prove to us that there are no zombies in the zombie-infested woods.
That's what we're going to try to do.
Okay.
Who of
we can procure
your
you
recently no longer with you guides was probably the most capable, or the one that I might have the best opportunity in?
We keep a database on all the stuff here. We got maps of the forest, the tour information. There's 4 caves in the forest.
4 caves?
4 caves. 4 well-known caves. 4 touristy spots. There's the ice cave, the wind cave, the crawling cave, and, of course, the bat cave.
Crawling cave?
Crawling cave. It's got a low ceiling. Most people don't go there.
Sure. Can you print all that out for us?
Oh, absolutely. We believe his layer's in the bat cave. Because that's, yeah, the voodoo priest. Controlling the zombies.
Who is the voodoo priest?
Jim Brown.
Okay. How long have the zombies
I think he wouldn't be known as Doc Papa or something like that. He's a weird fellow. He spoke with an odd accent. I know some English. He was hard to understand.
What was the other cave?
The ice cave.
I got that.
The
one.
wind cave.
Wind cave.
Yeah. The ice cave's the most popular. We doubt he's there because who built a lair in the most popular location?
So your guides weren't that good? You just provided them all the information and they figured that out on their own, or were there actually...
Oh, we had guides who would take them through there, yeah.
Who
but
was
most
your
people...
most capable guide?
The most capable guide would have been a guy by the name of... Chotty. I think I say.
I'll spell that.
Fumio. Fumi. Fumi. Fumi.
You got a last name?
The last name.
And I take it, quit with the rest of them?
No, he's currently on Mount Fuji.
Do we have a way of contacting him?
Yeah, the phone should be working. He's outside of the forest by now.
How long till he gets back?
Let me bring up his information. Taps on the computer a little bit. Looks like a week and a half. I don't know if he knows there's zombies in the woods. I should call and warn him of that. He won't want to come through this way. It might take him a little longer.
Who is in town?
Oh, in town?
Yeah.
Katashi knows the woods pretty well. He goes through there quite often. All of our guides know what they're doing. What do you mean by that? They're all perfectly...
I'm just curious. You acted like you had complete printouts and
Yeah, we've got the printouts and
dummy
stuff.
guides on the forest, so I just want to
Most
make
people
sure
don't want to hire a guide. They're kind of pricey. Since you can't get a guide, we can offer you some yarn to mark your path if you go off the path. I assume...
We've got that covered. So
are you... So you know about his old guide, right? Taki?
One that hasn't shown back up?
Yeah. She uses an odd neon green form of yarn that might stick out. I'm not sure how many people use it. I don't go into the woods myself. I haven't been up to Mount Fuji since I was a kid. I should probably go there when you guys clear out the zombies.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So we need that other guy's information.
Katashi.
I can't provide you that, unfortunately. I can give you his phone number.
That'll work. That's information about him.
Where does he live?
That would be the information I can't give you.
Why not?
Because we can't just hand out information on where
We
our
have
associates
to
live.
This says you can.
Fine. She writes down.
He writes down.
Yeah, he writes down on a piece of paper and passes it over.
And he is here in town currently. Or last you knew.
Well, last we know, he was here a week ago when the Rangers came out talking about the zombies.
Okay.
You know they speak English, supposedly?
That's what we've heard.
Weird.
None of your guides happen to recount to you this word that the supposed zombies kept repeating?
No. I actually believe Takashi was one who had actually seen them. He might have heard the word.
Okay. What time is it now?
It's getting close to 9.
You happen to know what time he normally retires for the night?
No.
We'll have the police round him up with the others tomorrow and force him to go with us.
I don't know how many movies you've seen, Jiro, but typically a guide that's going unwillingly is not a good guide. We might try and talk to him before we have the police.
Did you just say you were going to force him to go into the woods?
I'm sorry, not force him, but get his knowledge, or get as much knowledge from him as possible.
Go ahead and give me a psychology roll.
No.
Both of you.
Can I try
Yeah,
that?
absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
I got it.
Did you?
33 under 70.
Okay. He seems incredibly shaken. Almost like he's waiting for you to leave. He's constantly looking at the phone on the counter. Taking glances at it.
You know what, why don't we try to contact Takashi now?
Yeah.
And just get that over
Mind
with.
if I borrow your phone? I'm just going to reach across the counter and grab his phone.
That's not for public use.
We're not the public.
Yeah.
Only.
I guess it's all right.
I'm going to grab it anyways, and I'm going to dial the number that's on the sheet for Katashi.
Okay. After about 3 rings. Hi, how can I help you?
Is this a Mr. Katashi?
You're not with the agency.
No, I'm not. I'm someone that's looking to possibly hire your services.
Have you heard of zombies? They're in the woods.
Yeah, I have. But the company I work for is willing to pay a considerable amount of money for your services. And I'm going to try to persuade him
Okay.
into working for us. 65 on a 75.
A lot of money. How much is a lot of money? Because a lot of money is a lot of money. I could use a lot of
I
money.
don't know, whatever it takes to get him to be our services. It's going on the freaking card. If I have to...
I've been eyeballing that. There's zombies in there, so there will be a lot of hazard expenses.
We should be able to cover most of anything we need.
I can take you into the
Let's
woods.
at least meet and see what we can work out. How about tomorrow? What's good for you? Early morning?
8 a.m.
If we're going into the woods, it'd be best to do it as early as possible. I do not want to spend the night in the woods.
How about we meet about 7:15, 7:30?
Okay. They come out mostly at night. Mostly.
Okay. So we're staying at the Lake Psycho Hotel. Want to just meet there in the lobby? 7:15, 7:30?
7:30? Sounds fine.
All right. Thank you very much. See you then. What's the dude look like now?
He still seems very shaken. He's calmed down a little bit.
Okay.
Because now you're no longer forcing the guy to go into the woods against his will.
I'll slide the phone back and thank him for his help. You got anything else?
Here, I think we're good to go.
Alrighty.
Oh, here is the map of the forest, by the
Oh,
way. You
yes.
don't want to take that with you, right?
Yes.
Thank you again.
Welcome.
I'll bow to him and
He bows back and sets back down.
away we go. Back to the hotel, I guess.
Okay.
Yep.
You, who have been in the hotel all this time,
Uh-oh.
there is there's there is a hot tub in the room. It is clearly a couple suite.
Oh.
Get cozy.
Does the hotel have a bar? Not a minibar, but an actual like bar where people hang out?
Doesn't.
It
The
doesn't.
minibar does look awfully appealing, though.
Well, the company's paying, and that penny pincher isn't here. Yeah, sure. I think I'll take a little soak and maybe a little, couple, at least to get started. Little bottles of liquor to make the time go by.
The liquor isn't rather powerful. As you open it up, you can tell the sake is strong.
Okay, yeah. So just one probably. Then.
This one? Okay. After you get in soaking. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Then I'll probably put on one of the robes and just watch TV in the room, waiting for these fools to get back.
Okay. You guys get back first.
Which guys?
The guys I'm pointing to that the podcast listeners can't listen to, Toshiro and Tokugawa. You two arrive back at the fine hotel.
Mm-hmm.
What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna get ready for bed
Okay.
in the room with the relaxed janitor.
You open up the doors. It is a huge room. Bigger than most houses. It's also got an incredibly large bed where right in the middle of it is a reclining janitor in robes.
Okay.
Are you going up the room also?
Oh yes.
You notice the same thing. Both of you give me spot hidden.
16 under 75. Yeah, I saw whatever it is you wanted me to see.
I see nothing. Thank God.
You know nothing, you see nothing.
For such a fine room, as you glance to your left towards the bathroom, it's kind of odd that there is no shampoo, no nothing in the bathroom whatsoever. No towels. No.
Now, anything that we get charged for, you get charged for stealing towels.
Yes.
Okay. There are towels.
No toiletries.
No toiletries, no.
So I'm just reclining, watching TV, not even giving you guys the time of day.
Okay.
Because you haven't said anything to me since you walked into the room, so.
I walk up to the side of the bed and I bow slightly.
Give you a little head nod.
Could we have the toiletries back from the bathroom?
Oh, they didn't provide us with them.
I would like to do a psychology roll. 12 under 65.
This kind of establishment, there would obviously be toiletries. But he doesn't seem to care if there was or there wasn't.
We are here as agents of the Office of Naval Intelligence. Please.
I'm here as a janitor. From the Office of Naval Intelligence.
Excellent. And as a janitor from the Office of Naval Intelligence, please return the items that you have purloined from this suite.
Purloined implies theft. And they're free to the guests that stay here.
Have you used them already?
Yes, I was very dirty.
Does he appear as though he has bathed?
Oh, he has definitely bathed.
Oh, he has bathed?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
This wasn't just he took off the coveralls and threw that on and went, screw it. Okay. Then if you could secure us another round from the hotel, that would be wonderful.
That would be wonderful if I could do that.
Allow me to rephrase. Your next task is to secure us replacements for the ones that you used. Thank you.
Okay.
Does he get up?
No.
I turn the television off.
So what are
I
you
got the
doing
remote,
with
right?
I'm
Escalates?
going to back out of the room awkwardly because this is going nowhere.
I got the remote, right?
Yeah, you do have the remote.
I turned it back on.
Just as a side, when you put the robe on, what did you do with your gun? Just in case things escalate?
Oh,
No, it's not on me. It's with,
Okay.
it's with my belongings.
Just check it.
I don't start work until about 7 tomorrow, so I'll work on that then. You want toiletries, you can get your own toiletries. You're a big boy.
Then for now, I believe it is time for us to turn in. I will be taking the bed.
Okay. I did agree to that, so I'll go with that.
Do you want a big spoon or a little spoon?
For what?
The bed.
Flashlight.
You're funny.
Big spoon or little spoon?
I believe there's a cot over there.
There is.
And that is where you will be sleeping, yes?
I'm not opposed to sharing the bed.
I don't care. It's not a twin, it's a
It's a
queen,
single.
it's a double.
It is definitely it's a queen size.
It's not king size?
No.
Oh, queen
It's
size.
not California
Fine.
king.
Size.
Oh, that's fine. Alright, well, then I get into a robe, I do my normal evening things and retire.
With your manicure kit.
Yeah, which I don't have anymore because I didn't know we were out of the O&I, but that's okay.
I get a water out of the mini bar and a jar of macadamia nuts.
When you open the mini bar, you notice that there are other things in the mini bar, like the bottle of sake and the little thing of peanuts.
I grab the water and the macadamia nuts and I go get ready for bed and sit on the bed and eat and drink.
Okay.
Get crumbs.
I'm going to, before I turn, as he closes the mini bar and walks away from it, a thought occurs to me, and I stand up and walk over to the mini bar, and I open it. What's in the mini bar?
A bottle of sake.
Has anything in the mini bar been opened?
Oh, yeah. The bottle of sake.
I turn around to our erstwhile
Oh,
junior.
and now the bottle of water.
And the macadamia nuts.
Did you open the sake?
Liquid dinner.
I call from like across the room. Sometimes the best dinner.
We are not here to drink or revel in the items that the company is paying for.
Right, we aren't. I am.
It will
Technically, he's not on the clock.
it will be noted. And I close the mini bar and go in and lay down.
You guys arrive at the hotel.
Go upstairs and check in on the suite. Would be my first.
They seem to be bunking down already. Quite quickly, they're bunking down.
So when I knock on the door, does anybody answer?
Does anybody answer?
This is after kind of all the conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Discussions we've had here.
Yeah. You are the closest to the door.
We answer the door.
Okay.
All right. Okay. You guys are turning in already. We didn't need to confer notes.
Well, I thought you guys soon to come up here to this lavish suite where we could compare notes. I didn't need to be pantsed for that.
Very unprofessional of you.
You guys do notice also in the open cabinet that there are 2 more robes in there.
I think I'm fine.
I'm
right
fine. So the plan is we have procured a guide. He'll be here at 7:30 tomorrow morning to start planning. We have the police on the lookout for Miss Taki, the elder.
Wonderful.
And also a member of the park rangers is expected to be here. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there anything we need to talk about before we call it a night?
Make sure you have all your toiletries.
Oh, that's...
Why?
Ours disappeared.
Well, you could just call the front desk and ask for
Yeah, that's the strangest thing.
Okay. On a side note, we also got some information from the priest about a local barber, and he was a possible lead. Might have some more information about some things that went down with Jim Brown. So, do we maybe want to try and set up a meeting with him before we decide to head out in the morning, or?
So you tell us what happened with Jim Brown at the barber.
Yeah.
You just explain it. I don't think so.
That's what I wanted to do. On the way back, I take out my smartphone and I get on Wikipedia and I look up hoodoo and voodoo and hair. Can I get a computer or library use, because I don't have computer use as a scientist?
Go ahead and give me a library use.
All right.
That is kind of
go backwards.
While he's doing
backwards.
that, just real quick, I would presume we would have, like a smartphone, like some headphones or something for the traveling or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm rocking out to that because I don't want to listen to all this.
Got it cranked up as loud as you can.
You don't have to drown them out. Yeah, they can probably hear that I, have it loud enough.
Is it all Korean or K-pop?
Definitely.
Okay.
So I got a 23 out of 65.
Yeah, you're able to pull up the wiki on Hoodoo.
Okay. So I now can claim to know about the whole sympathetic magics. And that's probably why he wanted the hair to be. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's closely tied to voodooism.
Right.
A lot of the practices and traditions do carry over.
Well, the wiki article would have told me about personal, like, body parts being, nail clippings and hair.
Absolutely.
Blood and other bodily fluids being used in, like, voodoo dolls, like the one we found in the trash can.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's something everybody should probably hear. Actually go over and tap you on the shoulder, Mr. Hiroto.
What? For the love of
Whoever, what?
We may have inadvertently launched a hoodoo curse or a voodoo curse on this town. It's obviously hogwash, but you should be aware of it before we interact with any people. Jim Brown put a voodoo doll of some kind in a trash can in the church in front of the whole congregation. Claimed that if it was removed, it would initiate a curse on the whole town.
Did you retrieve it?
I retrieved it and bagged it before the priest told me that there was a supposed curse on it.
do not
And at
remove.
this
Then
point,
I
headphones
put it back.
just go
May I
back
see it?
on me.
No, I put it back just so we would not upset any of the locals.
Understood.
So, anyway.
We should likely retrieve that and take it with us.
Well, the priest promised not to touch it, anytime until we were done with this investigation, on the grounds that it would upset people if we did. So, that's an option in the morning, yes.
Yes, I think we should retrieve it before we go into the forest. That way, when we come out of the forest with the body, we will be able to just get back on the bus and head home.
Okay. Sorry, the player in me is like, no, don't touch it, but... sounds good. Well, then, gentlemen, good night.
Good night.
I will also retire.
The gun is going in my robe, and I'm going to sleep with the gun.
Your gun?
Okay. Could you put it on your pillow?
Sure, I put my gun under my pillow.
Thank you.
I thought you were just going to put it under his pillow.
I just don't want you, rolling over the middle of the night and shooting me. I don't know how to
Do you
say
go back
that.
to where I want to discuss case? I begin to discuss more case information, and he goes right back to rocking out.
Oh no! It halfway between you started questioning him when he was like, "Have me."
Went right back to it. Okay.
After you two got engaged and he wasn't paying attention to me anymore.
I'm going to take his gun.
Give me a spot hit.
I'm going to quietly sit on the bed and eat my
73 under 75.
While you're jerking around and kind of bopping with the music, you happen to notice Tokugawa over there messing around with your clothing.
What are you doing?
Well, I slide the gun into my pocket and walk back to the bed.
Give me a hide check.
Yeah, remember Jesse's
Nope.
Batman. He knows all about this.
Yes. Give me another spot hit. Go give me a spot hit also.
99.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, he starts to walk away.
Was it in the way? Did you not want it there?
Precisely.
Just ask me next time, would you?
Certainly.
Mr. Process and all that good garbage.
Certainly.
No, I'll go back to rocking out.
Okay.
I am going to go to bed for the evening. Like, go to sleep. Like, I'm going to shut off the lights and wait patiently as though I'm waiting for them to calm down and sleep. Because by this time it's like 10. And we have to be up early.
Right.
You're not like nervously hoping that
Are you guys actually going to go to sleep? Or?
Well, I have a question
Yes.
that determines whether I go to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What kind of movies can we get on the TV? Not that type.
Well, see, if you was at the suite, you could have got a full range of movies.
Can I access Western movies, American movies?
They have a pay-per-view channel.
Okay.
That's already tied to your account.
I'm going to, as long as it's okay with Ejiro, if I keep it down low, if he can still sleep, I'm going to start searching out American zombie films.
Nice. Good call.
And start watching them and document. Well, I mean, that's my pastime is watching Western movies. And
Yeah.
so,
Do you speak English?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
yeah, so basically I'm just going to buff up on zombie
Okay,
knowledge.
there's a few on there. There's an entire season of Walking Dead.
That's on your part of the tab. Well, expense report.
Oh, that's fine.
And
That's
the accountant
fine.
will
Yeah.
likely do it, but
No problem.
it's out of your pocket.
No, this is
initially.
research. This is perfectly acceptable.
All right, then
There's
I'm
an argument
gonna
that can be made for that.
because
Just don't tell the secretary.
This is ridiculous, and why would anybody? Why would you waste your time with that? But whatever.
It's a gold mine of knowledge. That's what my character
Zombies
says.
aren't real.
Right. But
Wouldn't you like to be prepared if they
nothing
are?
is impossible. Most things are improbable, but nothing's impossible. I just like to be ready for everything. I mean,
But okay, I guess if you find any
if I find
accurate voodoo zombie movies on there, I think
I'll let you
I think
know.
there's one called Weekend at Bernie's. Look for that.
yes, I've seen that one.
Yes.
You do actually have the choice. There is the season of The Walking Dead, and there is World War Z. You haven't seen that one yet.
I definitely want to watch the one I haven't seen.
Okay.
But
So
I
that's
also
the
want to watch
fast
some of the other
zombies,
ones
isn't
too.
it?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
by
stay
all
up a
means,
little
yeah.
way. Stay up a little bit. I mean, I don't want to exhaust myself. What, 5-6 hours sleep good enough?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you wouldn't be too exhausted. Yeah, you
Okay.
probably.
So,
Japanese workload. Yeah, 5-6 hours is a good night's sleep.
Okay.
The thing you get from World War Z is the fact that if you catch a disease, you'll be better off fighting zombies. If you catch a disease.
Is World War Z fast zombies or slow zombies?
Fast zombies.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it. So.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you don't want to.
It's not bad.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
really?
okay.
Oh, is
There are reasons to watch it, but
It's not as good.
It's
as
not a comedy, but
It is, huh?
they're pretty funny.
Nice.
the rest of the night goes pretty uneventful.
All right.
Comes around next morning around 7 o'clock.
And the janitor's dead on the floor. Someone strangled him, though.
At 7 o'clock,
With his headphones.
regardless of what these two are doing, I loudly get on the phone to the front desk asking for more toiletries.
Oh, I would have already, I would have been up at 6 a.m. Already
Okay.
gone down and gotten my own toiletries and come back up with my toiletries. No one else's. But
That's fine.
And by the time he calls loudly down, I'm already dressed and probably ready to go.
Well, I was going to say, because it's 5:30-ish when it's time for calisthenics, it's time for...
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I get up. I would be downstairs at 7.
I just wanted to be aware
in case the guy shows up.
You're doing your job. Doing your jobs.
All right.
I might be.
You think that was my next task? 7 a.m. All right, there we go.
So when you say you use the toiletries, do you clean up and stuff, right?
What do you mean clean up?
Oh, they have a jacuzzi. They have a
No,
standard
I'm getting
bath.
a shower.
Yeah, okay. You're not gonna get.
I'm cleaning. I'm not. This isn't lounge time.
There is a ring
common
of dirt
sense
around
bowl.
the jacuzzi.
Oh.
No, that makes sense. The janitor, yeah. I accept this.
I'm downstairs in the lobby at 7 just in case the guide shows up.
Kitashi
Yeah.
shows up early.
Taking, reading the morning paper and getting coffee or whatnot.
Who was the first one down?
I would probably be.
When you come down, you're with O&I, right?
Yes.
There was a call from the police station. They had the people you were looking for. You can come in and talk to them anytime you want to.
Okay. I'll go down and get my continental breakfast and get my newspaper and sit and read.
Perfect. 7:15, the guy shows up early.
Excellent.
I was going to say, at 7:15 is when I would roll down.
Okay.
Eat my continental
Have
breakfast.
the toilet just made it up yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Following that, what can I do next for you, sir?
Be dressed and ready to go by 7:30. And
All
I'd
right.
walk out and go downstairs to eat my breakfast.
I'll get dressed.
As you get dressed, don't give me another spot hidden roll.
Should we determine where? All right, I get it. 8.
Yeah, your clothes are a lot lighter than they were. You clearly have no idea what happened here. Yeah, it's
I
somewhere.
begin to thoroughly search
You
the room.
toss the whole room?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in the room anywhere.
Double holsters. Yes.
What I would want to do.
Okay. I'm gonna have a little more sake.
Okay.
I'm going to start drinking them early.
Wow.
Well, I just found out I lost my friggin' gun, so I'm not gonna get drunk, but
He's going for that drunken remembrance.
a couple of get me started on the day after. I'm like, well, this day's just going to crap. Just a couple, drinks, not even like full drink, sips or whatever.
Okay.
Shots or whatever.
Shots?
Yeah.
How many shots are you doing?
2.
Okay. So are you going down at 7:30? 7:15?
He said dressed and ready
I went
to
down
go.
at
He
7
didn't tell me
when he
to
went
go
down.
anywhere. So
7:15. A guy walks in. Sees you guys. I'm assuming you guys sitting around at a table.
Yeah.
Hi, you the guys I talked to? You look like the one in charge.
Mr. Takashi? Yes. You spoke
He
to
bows.
Akira, and I was there last night.
So let's talk prices.
Okay.
How much are you willing to offer?
What is your normal rate?
Around 200,000 yen.
Oh, to the accountant.
Can you get a psychology roll to see
That-
That is incredibly high.
accurate?
Yeah, that seems high. That's your standard rate?
It is when there's a zombie-infested woods involved.
So this isn't your standard rate. This is your hazard rate.
No, this is the standard rate for the zombies in the woods.
Okay.
The hazard pay you're going to toss on there is going to be another 100,000 yen.
So you're already you're asking us to pay you a higher rate because there's danger, and then also pay because there's danger.
Absolutely.
Are you aware of how business works?
Typically, the person behind the counter, the secretary, takes care of that part.
I'm
But
gonna
seeing as we
whisper
didn't go through them,
Mr. Tokugawa.
I see.
say it out loud.
Yeah, say it out loud.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah. Yep.
How much do you feel comfortable paying this guy? From what I hear, he's probably the best one in town.
How often have you been able to charge your zombie-infested woods rate in the past?
Oh, this will be the first.
So it's not really a standard.
It's the new standard.
Let's discuss a fee that will be reasonable, or you will accompany us by orders of O&I for free.
perhaps we should put stipulations on this. 300,000, as long as all 5 of us and you make it out alive.
With the body of Mr. Jim Brown and
a 50,000
location.
yen bonus for any other bodies of that 3-member party that we find as well.
I'll try and persuade him.
If I hadn't seen them with my own eyes, they're
You've seen them with your own eyes.
absolutely.
What were they saying?
What's your English?
It's 0.
He
Say it
says
in front
the
of the
word-
translator.
Oh, it's brains.
Right.
Sorry, I just wanted to verify that was brains.
I was going to get to that after we secured
Yeah, that's
this.
fine.
I tried using the internet to research the word, but I don't know. It's like it's like brains. There were like too many A's. I don't know. It wasn't picking up anything.
So, do we have a deal?
Oh, absolutely.
Good
Okay.
job. Did you succeed? See, obviously. Jesse can already tell you succeeded.
I got 70 on persuade.
So, yeah, go ahead.
You also mentioned certain gear that you would need.
No.
Thought you talked about you would need a certain different types of hazard gear or something because of the zombies, per se.
No, I think you just don't want them to bite you.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure.
So-
Do you guys have a map? I have a map.
we have some maps, yes.
That's why we hired you.
So where do you guys want to go? There's a lot of the tourist path goes up this way. There's another trail that clearly says people are not supposed to go this way. Everybody goes that way. That's where the branches start going off with the twine. That also leads to the Batcave the quickest, which is where we think his lair is.
The Taki family, travel agency.
The Talkie family?
Taki.
Talkie family. Yes, ooh, yeah. They're weird.
Apparently, the younger sister was the guide for Mr. Jim Brown.
Yeah, she's got a thing for corpses.
Well, we are getting ready to here in just a little bit talk to the older sister. So maybe we can find out what
She hasn't
path.
left town yet?
Supposedly, we caught her before she could.
Actually, the police called that we have people down at the station.
Right.
Oh, they got her. Good.
Did you expect her to leave town?
She would do a lot to protect her sister. She's kept her in business for longer than they should be. She's a real morbid woman. Should be in the asylum.
The younger sister.
The younger sister, absolutely. Yeah, the
But
older
maybe
one,
the
she's
older
just protective.
Maybe
And
the older sister can at least tell us what general direction they went. I would assume that they
possibly.
kind of keep that on file.
Yeah, well, like I said, there are the 4 caves.
Right.
The Bat Cave is the furthest.
Apparently, but it's also the most popular.
No. Foreigners tend to like it. It's, oddly enough, it's the only one with wildlife in it.
You've heard that story.
Yeah, we heard that.
So, you can accompany us to the police station. We will talk with a ranger and Miss Taki when we get there, and then we will decide what our best course of action is.
Okay. Do you guys have proper gear, mosquito nets, things like that?
Mosquito nets.
We have
the
a
mosquitoes are bad this time of year.
So there is other wildlife than the bats. You've been lying. You've
Oh,
lied
yeah, there's
about them?
insects. Yeah. Why? Who
You
said there was...
literally,
No, wildlife, like birds and animals.
okay.
Why? Did you hear?
I asked about insects earlier and was told that the forest
Oh, that was a preacher.
is- Okay,
Who's never been in the woods?
I see.
what all is the standard you think we would be required to have?
Rope's nice if you decide to go up the path. To be honest, though, you
We've got rope.
Yeah, we're fine.
To be honest, you probably don't need it if you're following somebody else's. I'm assuming you're going to try to follow Taki's. A lot of the time, there's a lot of similar roads. A lot of people take the same paths, things like that.
We were under the impression she uses a neon green that sticks out a little bit
Okay.
from the other uses.
Sounds like something she would do. Do you guys plan on staying more than a night in there?
No.
How long? Supposedly, the word is that he's hiding the controller, who you all think is Papa Doc or Jim Brown, in the Batcave. How long does it take to get to the Batcave?
Oh, that's around a 10-hour trip. It's pretty deep in.
So it's more than likely that if we end up having to go there, if that's where their path went, it's going to be more than a one-day trip.
Yeah, and it's going to be dark in there, too. It's overgrown quite a bit.
So then there's a possibility we may be in there a day or two.
You all wearing boots and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Jungle attire.
Yeah. So you know about the place with the lava flow? There's a lot of...
The lava rock?
Yeah, so the ground's so hard that the trees tend to root across the ground to find a foothold to get down to the surface. So that it's really easy to trip on. Make sure you have good boots. Good boots is highly necessary.
Sounds fine.
Anything
Maybe
else?
a pair of crutches.
Crutches?
You guys don't look like the type that's been in the woods often. You might sprain an ankle.
Possibility.
Some of you don't even look like
I
you've
mean,
been outside.
there's wood in the forest,
the
though,
last
correct?
couple
So, I
years.
mean, we could fabricate walking sticks or whatnot. If
You could.
I mean, I'm assuming you're an accomplished guide. You can help us out. You are paid to get people in and out.
True. That's typically when we can call emergency service to come and help when something goes on. I don't think they'll respond, but
Okay.
because of zombies.
Well, we'll talk to the park rangers about that. We might be able to work something out there.
Good luck.
So nothing else specific that we
No,
need?
you
Just
guys should be
basic
good. We got
survival
this.
gear?
Yeah. Be a fun trip. I'll show you around.
Okay.
All right, so head to the police station.
Okay.
So we head to the police station.
Are you all going to the police station?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the janitor to come
Oh yeah,
back.
7:30 comes around. It's around 7:45.
I ring up to the room.
Hello?
You were supposed to be downstairs at 7:30.
You said dressed and ready at 7:30.
Ready means where we are, prepared to leave.
You didn't tell me where you were.
I will be far more specific in my instructions from this point forward.
Thank you.
Be downstairs in 2 minutes or less and ready to leave.
These two are going to save the company 300,000 yen. Because one of them is going to kill the other, and we won't have to pay the guy.
Right?
I'm just saying.
I take the elevator down. I don't know how long that takes.
It doesn't
We're on
take
the
long.
6th floor. It's
Yeah.
He gave me 2 minutes.
It's right at
I wanted to make it difficult.
minute 50 when he comes strolling in.
And I am strolling.
And I'm looking at my watch. Look at the elevator doors, look at my watch. Look at him, look at the watch. Look at him, look at the watch.
So when we get to the police station,
Yes, I'm with you. We were at the police station.
Doors slide open. You see the guys behind the counters. You're the guys with Oni, right?
Yes.
yes.
All right, we got the guys right back here in the cell.
What
Guys,
Yeah, we got the ranger and Taki.
do we have
Miss-
a ranger
Miss
arrested?
Taki? No, I just asked for him to be there. I don't know what method they use to get him.
Okay.
I mean, you would think a
Yeah, I
public
know.
servant would.
Not get arrested?
Why?
They're in a holding cell. We've taken care of them.
So you have Miss Taki and the head park ranger.
Oh no, it's not the head park ranger.
Why didn't you get the head park ranger?
Couldn't find me.
Very well.
Who are you then?
Who am I? I am
Lieutenant.
Katsu.
And your rank is?
I'm an officer.
So I take it you're in charge right now while the head park ranger is gone?
No, this is just the police.
So this is the police guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking.
Never mind.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm assuming they were the same.
No.
so we need Miss Taki in a interrogation room,
Okay.
please.
We can arrange that.
All right. Now,
All right, so we're in the interrogation
You guys
room
are in
with
the
Taki.
interrogation room. Taki's sitting
All
down at the
5 of us and Miss Taki?
No, you and I are at the hotel still. We're waiting for them to come back.
Okay.
Oh, you guys didn't go with him?
No.
No. No, I had to wait
Hold
for
on,
the elevator.
fine. It's okay.
We're just sitting in the lobby.
3 of
Yeah.
us.
I'm reading a paper, but I'm having it Danish. What, something.
Okay. I knew you would.
So Miss Taki,
Yes.
where's your sister?
She disappeared in the woods. She was dealing with the bad man.
Why did you run yesterday?
Because I don't... She's not bad. She's a little off, but she doesn't deserve jail time.
So you ran because your sister doesn't deserve jail time.
Yes.
How is your sister going to get jail time?
Because you were going to make me go into the woods and find her.
No, I wasn't. I asked you for paperwork. Did I ask you for paperwork?
Yes.
That's the only thing I asked you for.
But you're with O&I. That's how O&I operates. They come into town, destroy families.
Okay, so
So You can locate your sister?
No.
I'm going to find out if I believe her or not. 58 on 70.
She's honestly absolutely terrified is about the only thing you pull from her.
Do you want us to find her?
I'm afraid she's dead.
So is that a yes or a no?
Mr. Brown killed her. He had to have, and then took his own life. I don't know why he would take others in there. Most of the people who go in there commit suicide just going alone.
Well,
Okay.
we hope that isn't true. And we
If Brown didn't kill her, then the zombies, I'm sure, have caught her by now.
Okay, so then if you believe she's dead,
She might be a zombie. She could be worse than dead. I don't want to say
back
that.
to
They're
Mr.
not-
Tashiro's comment, why'd you run if you already believe she's dead? I mean, do you not care for your
Because
sister?
your guys are not going to go into the woods without a guide.
Which we've already found.
Who?
That's for us to know.
Nobody's
But-
willing to go into the woods. If you find her, you guys will kill her. At least now she's living. Even if it's not...
even if she's a zombie,
Yes.
you'd rather leave your sister
Alive
shambling
than
around
dead.
as a zombie than have her put to rest and find her final piece. That's very cruel of you.
No, she's alive. When you're dead, you're dead. When you're walking around, you're alive. She's alive.
Okay.
But-
So, do you know Mr. Takashi who works as a guide?
I've heard of him. Never really met the man. Why?
Just curious.
Is he the one you've got to take you in?
It was just a question. Don't worry about it.
So here's my whole thing. You don't know for sure what's happened to your sister. You'll never know.
And as long as I never know, she could still be alive.
Right. But wouldn't you rather find out?
If I find out and she's dead, I'm worse off. At least now she's alive. There's a chance.
She may still be alive just as you and I are, but no one will know until we go in. So would it not be in your best interest to help us out however you can?
Because now I know she could be alive. If I know for sure she's dead, I know for sure she's dead and she's not alive. Whereas now she could be alive. Thus she is alive.
What if
Akira,
she's being
this
held?
woman is just as irrational as the rest of the townspeople. Let's let her go on her way. And we'll have the police take her back to her home. I would suggest stay there. We should be back tomorrow with news one way or the other.
I don't want the news.
As you wish.
Fine. I'll go out and find the officer and tell him to take her home.
Before she goes.
Okay.
Who was the translator that went with Jim Brown?
The translator's name was,
Taki.
Ryota.
Spell that.
Ryota. Ryota.
What were his fluent languages?
English, Spanish, Japanese.
Did he come here with Jim Brown, or was he a local?
Yes, he came with Jim Brown.
Okay.
He kept complaining about a weird accent. He called it Cajun.
Yes.
Couldn't understand everything the guy was saying.
Understandable. Your younger sister, she had a knack for locating.
She didn't kill
bodies.
anybody.
I'm not saying she did, but used it almost as an advertisement to get tourists to go into the woods.
Oh, there was no almost. That was her guarantee. She just had a knack for finding corpses.
Where did she get that knack from?
Finding corpses? How do you acquire a knack like that?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about your sister and what she did in her free time, and maybe we would find out how she got that knack.
She was always... It started with roadkill, and she started making these weird sculptures out of them.
I'm going to wait for her to finish explaining, but then I would like to roll a cult on this. Whatever is going to come out of your face.
And then one day she walked into the forest on her own. She was like 9. She came back with a leg bone. We all panicked. But ever since then, she's always had a knack for finding dead things. It's just, some people are good at things.
She sees dead things.
Come on. I can't roll for crap tonight.
Get another set of dice.
I've used them all. Those are all of my D10s. All of them. Oh, except that set.
You need a dice cleansing, dude.
Yeah.
So no, it's not tied to any occult things.
Thanks. All right.
Okay, Miss Taki. Unless Ichiro or Toshiro have anything else to ask, I think you've helped us the best you can.
Thank you.
I would probably suggest...
I'm leaving town.
Oh, you impeded O&I investigation by fleeing last night. You'll be brought up on charges. Since you can't help us find your sister, and you're not assisting us in any way, you'll be going to jail.
Jail?
No, for a long time.
She's in jail.
For a very long time.
Prison?
Now, unless you want to cooperate, that's your fate.
I'm cooperating as much as I can.
Really?
Yes, I don't
You've
know where
told us
she is.
everything.
Everything.
Can you roll psychology on that? Because I can't.
43 on a 70.
80 crap and cakes on a...
She seems to be holding something back. But...
Can I try to persuade her
Yeah.
into giving...
Go ahead and give me a persuade roll.
a 26 on a 75?
I don't want to go to prison. She started seeing Mr. Brown as soon as he came into town, almost as if she was attracted to him.
Before even talking to him?
Before even talking
Like
to him.
she knew he was
She walked
arriving?
right up to him, and then he said something about needing a guy to her exactly. They hit it off. They spent a lot of time together.
Can I roll a cult on that? Yes!
It has no occult ties.
God bless.
But that's all I've got, honestly.
I appreciate your help. I'll step out of the cell and motion for Ijiro and Toshiro to follow me.
I'll do, yep.
So we're going to leave her in here until we get done investigating this?
Yep, might as well.
Okay, that's fine.
That's,
I was gonna put a
that's
detail
basically
on
what
it,
I was
but-
going to ask, if we want to leave her here or we want to keep an officer with her.
As a best case scenario, I was going to put a detail on her watch her house, but if you want to keep her in the...
That might be a better idea.
I was going to say, it's going to be up to the police. They're going to tell us how long they can hold her for.
This is national security. We can hold her for forever.
Okay.
Oh, wait, this is an American. Never mind.
So, next...
We apologize to some of our listeners. I'm sure we offended somebody with that.
We need to go to the park ranger next.
He's there, correct?
Yeah, he's in the...
Next.
Is he in the same cell or a different
He's
cell?
in the cell next door.
All right, well then, let's just swap them out, actually.
They
We'll be in
did. They did ask for the interrogation room.
Yeah, the interrogation room is...
So yeah, we'll just swap them out. We'll put her in the holding cell.
What can
Bring him in.
what can I do for you, fine
Your
gentlemen?
job.
I'm not going in those woods. I seen them.
What did you see?
One of them was my brother.
What happened to your brother?
He's a zombie.
No, what happened to your brother? How did he die?
He went in there looking for bodies like we do. We do a monthly checkup. We had the big yearly checkup.
He was a ranger.
Yes.
Okay.
He was a ranger. He went in there and just, he hadn't come back in like 2 days. They don't take that much rations with them. They couldn't have been in there that long. So we sent in another detail that I was a part of, and that's when they came out of the mist. They were shambling slowly with arms held out, limp-wristed, repeating a word over and over again. He says brains again.
What was your name?
My name was...
Ranger Joe.
What time
Ranger
is it getting-
Menorah.
What Ranger Menorah?
Menorah.
What time is it getting about?
It's been about an hour.
What? Okay.
Were you just sitting down there waiting on him, or were you going to leave as soon as you got there?
Well, we were going to give it. We didn't know if they left already, or after 15, 20 minutes, we're
20
going
minutes,
to walk. We're
they
going to walk
left.
down. So,
Okay.
all right.
You get into the
What is their question?
the
What's
office
his
as
face?
they pulled in the guy.
Park Ranger Menorah.
Exactly.
I'm sure it has a different pronunciation. But we're
It
not going
does.
to worry about it.
Yes, it does
So-
have a different pronunciation, but I am...
Anyway.
Is it all 5 of us in the interrogation with that person, or some of us in the observation area?
You guys get in while they're in
I'm
or
going to
in
do
the
whatever he
room.
tells
where
me.
you-
Well, I'm going to do whatever he tells me to. I'm going to reasonably right now do whatever he tells me to. So if he tells me to be in observation, I'll be in observation. If he tells me to be in the interrogation, I won't be in the interrogation. I just want to know where I am.
All right. No, we're fine now. They just started talking to the park ranger who's telling the tale. Go ahead.
Yep.
But where am I?
We'll stand in the hallway, in the doorway. We'll just open the door and stand there and look as menacing as we can.
It was my brother. It was as stereotypical as often as could possibly. Have you seen The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Yes. Actually,
No.
I have.
Tell me about this. No, don't.
No.
Well, you see, there's this officer.
No,
named
let's just move forward.
What happened? You obviously saw them approaching. How many
Yeah.
did you have with you?
There were 2 of us.
Approaching you two? out
No,
of the
us
mist?
2. There was at least 5 of them that we could see.
Right,
We could hear the words
They-
echoing through the woods.
Right,
There were
but they
countless
were
of them.
approaching you guys. What happened?
They were just walking slowly, shambling. There's zombies. We just walked out of the woods.
So you just turned. You didn't
Yes.
investigate.
We're not going to let
anything
them
else?
bite us. Have you seen a zombie?
Have you seen any of them bite anybody?
No, they haven't caught anybody. You kind of have to be stupid to be caught by a zombie.
Then you'll accompany us into the forest.
I am not going into the woods.
because you are not stupid.
You're going to go to jail for breaking some federal law that will figure out
Dereliction of
later.
duty.
Dereliction of duty.
That's fine. I'll go to jail, and I'll be alive.
And I pull back. I reach to my midsection and slide back my jacket. I've got my Men in Black suit on to reveal my firearm.
Are you really going to go hike through the woods in a suit?
Yeah. That's how they do it on the TV shows.
He
Leave it alone.
better take 3 things of water.
No kidding.
Are you wearing boots or are you wearing dress shoes?
Boots.
Okay.
Yeah, put the boots
Dress
on. Boots. No, just boots.
Hiking boots. Anyway.
You will accompany us into the forest.
I am not going to the forest.
No.
You are not going to shoot me in this building. I'm not leaving this building.
Are you familiar with the term cowboy? It's an American term. He's a real cowboy.
I might have heard of it.
Shoots first,
All right,
asks questions later.
I'm not going into the woods. I would rather die than be turned into a zombie.
And I thumb on the snap. That can be arranged.
I'm going to take like a kind of step away.
What about your brother's honor?
He's in there. That's his honor.
What about
It's
your
happened.
family's honor?
To
It's
leave him
happened.
the question unanswered?
You guys will take care of it. It's your job.
It's your job.
It was my job. I quit.
You're
I quit. Not my job anymore.
Can't quit.
Well, I did.
It's
Too
a
late.
state of emergency.
I said I quit.
No, you can't. It's a state of emergency. You're not allowed.
I hereby deputize you into the ONI.
What? No, hold.
Whoa.
We can't do that. We have to have 5 of us. That's the rule.
I'm sure he can get rid of one of us to make it 9 to 5.
I'd be careful with that. You're the first on his
I
list.
know. My character didn't say.
So,
All right.
Mr. Menorah,
So you are now being brought with us.
I take it you were in the forest when you encountered the
Yes.
so-called zombies. But have any of the zombies left the borders of the forest?
No, it was over next to the wind cave, as a matter of fact.
Next to the cave.
Well, we're going to the Bat Cave, so we shouldn't see any of them.
Good.
Then
I wish you the
then
best of luck in not finding any of
Then
them.
you will be coming with us. And as a material witness, you're going to show us the best way in and out to avoid what you saw.
I'm going under protest.
Yeah, of course you are.
We picked up on that.
Yes. Okay.
I'm assuming there were other encounters, since the
Yes.
whole town knows about it. Of all the other encounters that you have heard about or documented,
The other witnesses have left town. I was the only one stupid enough to stay here. I
Right.
should have left.
but everyone talks. Was anyone actually physically touched by these creatures?
No.
Did anyone try and stand and fight?
Nope. They ran.
They just all turned tail and ran.
They turned tail and ran.
All right. Sounds like we're going into the woods.
Hajime!
And
Let's
that'll
go.
do us tonight for Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. You can find us on Facebook and on Twitter. You can go over to patreon.com/nerdsdomain and check us out there and support us. You can go over to the website at nerdsdom.com and sign up for the newsletter on the right-hand side. You can go over to iTunes and you can give us 5 stars and subscribe and download. And finally, you can find us over at /loot and buy our shirts there. We will talk to you guys real soon.